Good morning. Hope everybody's well. I slept pretty good actually. I don't sleep like normal people, I guess. But oh, getting up early. Might not stay until GDP numbers, but taking a look at a few things, especially currency and gold. Nissan took a loss, and Chevrolet or no Mercedes is blaming China for their sales. So it's kind of going down a little bit. That was an actual nice. Uh, on the 5 minute, we had a real nice recovery right there. That's why I don't like shorting so much, but I do think that we can go a little lower for GDP, maybe possibly higher. But people are antsy about that. We're still in that weekly. We need to carry the weekly opening gap over. I don't want to do that so much right now, just to carry everything else over. Hit your new weekly opening gap and brought that over. Right here, touch that. Okay, let's stock this out. Kind of went up here to 512. Now we're down here, right? And this is pretty much the whole move of the whole night, just consolidating and waiting, and just kind of melandering. I like that term, melander. Here's your daily opening gap. Let's carry that over, because this is where you're going to see most of the support. There's another place for support too, and it's further down, but one target at a time, right? Okay. Go down here. See that? See that right there? It's kind of coming in line with that, isn't it? That wick from 3 o'clock. That doesn't mean short. It's just an observation. Because what they're doing, and I can see what they're doing, they're just pulling for liquidity, seek and destroy. So it's not the best place to actually trade right at the moment because it's waiting on news, and they're just like, I need to load up supply here, I need to load up supply there. But it's important to note these things, right? That run's not over up there, but it needs to go to certain places, and you cannot force the market. And I'm just saying that for my own self. You don't have to listen to me. You don't. You have your own mind. We're just going to paint that there. Like I said, that's your real support. Kind of went through that though, didn't it? Kind of held, came back, first. We can revisit that. And GDP will take care of that. GDP in Europe has already been going on. They've been announcing it. Like, that's why you had this crazy average true range happening. It's not much. Oh man, I'm gonna get breakfast for the kids after a while too, so I'm gonna be around all day. I wanted to talk that out. Let's chop you right here, right? You have this right here, and you have that gap right there at that bottom. That tells me that's not the bottom. I mean, I love the recovery. I love how it wicked and it just followed the path of the gap up to here. And it covered. And I said, you know what? We don't need to go too far. Where were we at? We were at 500 on NASDAQ. So let's get off this product. Look at another product. The other product would be oil. At this time of morning, it's oil. I have not looked at oil yet because, for whatever reason, I was getting enthralled with the other stuff. So here we are. Came out that high. That. Honestly, not really thrilled about this right here. Nice little bear trap there, wasn't it? And then pop. And then that was the trade. Almost looks like the trade's over now. We'll see how it starts. early in the morning, about 2 o'clock, right when they open. Not as they open like they own the whole market, but they do. They do. We all know that, when the Mideast opens, they're going to protect their assets. Gold, on the other hand, is going up a little bit. See that recovery from, what is it, day flat to here, relative equal lows. Put us in this range right here, and it needs to break out. And that might not happen until our GDP. See how we filled that right there? Just a nice little red line. Go in here, take that out, because that's not real support, is it? This is real support, bro. No, this is real support right here. Maybe a little bit lower. And we're just going to watch. You don't have to trade it with me. It's a nice little red line down. But it doesn't happen all at once, does it? No. What happens when there's a bottom you cover? What happens when you cover it? It goes up. I got you. This is YM. YM's already in the red, and that's something else you got to look at before you say, I'm a bull on you, in Q until 25,000. And yes, that's a real number, by the way. 25,000 is not too far fetched now, as it's 1,500 points away, 1,500 handles, whatever you want to call it. But you can't do it all at one time, does it? No, it needs to pull back a little bit, doesn't it? Just a little bit. We're not bears here. We'll cover. Oh, yes. It's a little bit lighter for the spirit. This is still green, but your YM is still red, right? So what happens when, let's say, ES goes down a little bit? It's getting some support, by the way. So that 98 number, not your 6,400, but your 98 right here. Right there. 400. Go down to 8. No, it's not showing the 98, is it? That's a nice support right here, isn't it? Or not support, resistance trainers, by the way. No, we're not. Yeah, I sleep alright though. I'm not gonna take every trade I see. No. So I can't call this on that gas relative equal highs yet. Why? Because I can't. This thing in the middle. Imagine saying, oh, that's a double top and it never going back down. You can't say that. Plus that big old gap up everybody's chasing. What did we talk about the other morning? What they're going to do is get people to try to chase it. And it's just not going to go down. It's not going to happen. I mean, it's going to go down eventually. Don't get me wrong. If you like my screen, just follow and like. I would appreciate it. I need morning music, but I don't want to wake up the kids. And we could bounce off that, by the way. But I would figure way down here, though. Some of these. We could take these off. It broke that trend, didn't it? We'll take that off. Take that off. Take that off. And even if GDP doesn't move the market, FOMC will. And a lot of traders will take off long positions before then and then play the news after. So it doesn't necessarily mean, hey, look, we're going down to the depths of hell. It just means that there are smart traders out there that are taking profits now, not waiting. But you're changing your bias. No, I'm not changing my bias. Still a bull at heart. But not a perma bull. I am not a perma bull. And I could tell when it's about to roll over, right? Because when it rolls over and it goes in this area, then I'm like, this looks interesting right here. Not so much up here. This looks like a trap up here. So I'm not going to be so quick to jump to conclusions, now am I? No. What if they cut too much? I don't think they will. But have you seen what happens when they do? It's not pretty. You might not even cut at all. Powell might just say, you know what? Leave that to your next guy. Force me into retirement, god dang it. I said got, G-O-T, okay? I did not say G-O-D, by the way. I also say good gravy in front of the kids if I'm upset. I'm like, good gravy, instead of saying G-O-D. That's just me. I'm a Christian. That's the way it is, okay? Like, good gravy. By the way, if somebody from the South says bless your heart, we're not trying to bless your heart. We're literally calling you dumb. Well, yeah, that's the thing. We do that. If you didn't know that, bless your heart. Anyway, not a billion people up today. And I will come on tonight too. But I want to be versatile in, how I do this. So I don't understand. Do we short now? No, you just take a little bit off the table. But you don't rush it. Just a little bit. Yeah, Nissan, all those other ones. I'm not going to stream all the way through. I want to see how 430 does. We can get that nice little bottom here. I want to see that wick body. And I want to see that wick body. What? You want to test the Friday's low? Actually, I want to go below that by a couple ticks. And that's somewhere in the previous day, because you go back 3 days. And I get it. You got to understand why we're going a little bit lower. You have all this news and all this time. Remember this little line here? It's still valid. It's still valid. It just doesn't mean it has to do it right this second. Okay? That is very valid. Just not right this second. So if you're a bull, you wait. 4:30, 5 o'clock. Gotta remember, it's mainly because you hit an all-time high and people, take profits on all-time highs. They wait for pullbacks. We haven't really had a good pullback, but we've had decent ones. Some people are throwing out, that maybe, 1, 2%, something like that. But it could be deeper, actually. Could be a lot deeper. We have to wait and see. And as a trader, as a trader, I love trading because people are like, dude, this is totally support. We can't go any lower today. And it's like, yeah, we actually can. Let it just go one contract under. You're not just you're testing your own waters there, buddy. You can't possibly go higher. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we most certainly can do either one. We're very versatile about that. And right up here, you got top, and I could see it. You made this low, and it's like, okay, when you made this, You wait for the back test up, and it broke above that, didn't it? We're going a lot higher. No, no. We'll go there. We'll get there. That little tick above tells me that we are going to go higher, but not right this second. So don't just, hey, look. But it doesn't mean that we have to do it right this second, does it? Now, for the 15 minutes I've been on there, it sounds like I'm the bear of all bears, right? No, I'm not. Or the bull of all bulls. Nope, I'm not. Because see, this has to make a newer trend right here. It doesn't really roll over until it breaks this. But I do want to see it break that. What? Because this will go up anyway. Right here. Relative equal low. So, when I'm getting that, see right here, you're still in the new weekly opening gap. Right here. You're still in that. So we have not went anywhere. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it's Wednesday. However, with the earnings that we have coming, everything else, oh, we're going places. So don't let that little consolidation fool you. What we're going to do now is measure this all-time high. Because the computers already have. Oh, not it. Man, I got to go to Waffle House, bro. Waffle House is good food. I might actually stay up. I don't know if I'll do the New York Open. I might. I hate that first 15 minutes. It will. It's got to look smooth before then. You know what I mean? If it doesn't look smooth for me to trade, then I won't trade it because it's just that high pat. You go to 10 o'clock, that's a lot better time for me anyway. I'm an old guy, so see that 50. How did it know that that was 50 before it made that low? How did it know? Retest, but we didn't go back. You knew then, didn't you? So off of that 50, when it comes down, don't mind me, I'm talking on the trade. Drawing sets. We'll leave that there for now. I'll erase it later tonight when we have earnings. 1, 2. Can go down there. What's the highest probability? Choppy, but we did it, didn't we? It's not even choppy, really. On the 5 minutes, it does look like crazy down. But here we go. Painting the town red tonight, right? Little bit by little bit. It's going into here. Take a little bit off because we don't know, right? We do know, but don't worry about that part. Alright, so we got down a little bit. Expect some resistance or support right here. Fill this in. We'll see, right? We got time, we'll see. Not financial advice. I don't want people to think I'm telling you to do this. Up here. It aligns so perfect, doesn't it? Right there. So, by about 5 o'clock, hopefully, we'll see a relative equal what? Low. But we're rejecting right now, so what? We don't short bottoms, do we? It's less painful that way, isn't it? You're an overthinker. And I'm just talking to myself, by the way. Hope everybody's alright this morning. It's a little red. Still in the green. Path of gap. Reverses. Tuesday into Wednesday. I can resort back to the previous. Does that mean? Well, I had a lot to fill. If you are a market maker, I'm talking about a big market maker, JPM type style market maker. You think about it, right? You got all hedged up on that's hourly. You got all hedged up on Friday. You're like, hey, we're worth billions and billions and billions, if not trillions of dollars. We need a favor. What's that? We need to get you back in here just for a little bit, okay? Just for a little bit. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All the pattern people, that's a head and shoulders on the daily. True, it is. But what happened every time you broke that neckline, huh? And that would be a true head and shoulders actually, because you have your high, your higher high, and your lower low. So that's 1, 2, 3. Oh man, them things can go way down. No, not really, because it measure moves. So you're talking about like right here, possibly, maybe a little lower. Does that mean I should short right now? That's up to you, bro. I could already be short. Been talking like I shorted the top, but I didn't. Do you know how much long? And see, it's these moves right here that really get me. If you didn't short up here, they could come back up here on me. I still say it goes this and tricks people. There's nothing bearish about this. The fact that it could be waiting to bounce right here, that is interesting. Talk out your chart. Look at what time it is. So in 1 hour, this is just 1 hour. This was your clue, your first hour when London started, right? That's your clue. That's their open. Well, actually, this is their open. You closed under it. It's 3 o'clock, but they start at 2. And that's mid-east too. That's where the money is to buy. I had a friend that said he was from Dubai. I was like, no, bro, you're from Dearborn. You're not from Dubai. Stop it. He's like, true. Yeah, stop telling people that, man. So for somebody who tells me about their religion, you sure do gamble a lot, bro. Stop gambling so much. And we'll talk. So in anticipation of the earnings and GDP, people are leaving the market just for a second, briefly. Which means there's more money on the sideline, right? Which means that could not be your new high. I mean, your old, all-time high forever and ever, blah, blah, blah. Right? All that money on the sideline. It's a lot of money on the sideline. Oh, oh man. Good morning. Slept pretty good, actually. I was getting tired in the stream last night, and I thought I was going to cut it short. Then I said I'd probably be back, and I'm back. Let's see those wicks touch. They did touch. I want to see more down, but I don't know if I'll do it. We're not in crashy mode. And that's not a triple top. Or head and shoulders, sorry. Triple tops are like kind of like a power of three, but they're a lot faster. You've heard people talk about power of three, but they're a lot faster than that. And triple tops and stuff like that are actually measured moves too. They can get over exaggerated by retail, but the computer's like, okay, that's not quite it. Cut this off for a little bit, and I'll be right back. No, I haven't went to the Waffle House yet. I'm about to. Well, it's bouncing pretty good, isn't it? Hmm. Let's see how that works out. Oh, you know what happens between these times? People go to lunch, right? Markets start to slow down a little bit. And we'll see the reaction. Mm. Let's count the candles real quick. We're just counting candles. The second at 2. 30. We wicked. That's a bigger wick. There. 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 Alright, I'm going to take just a small little. Let's make it build like bodied. Not just wicked, but bodied. We still got a little time. We'll see. Let's get to on that 5. It is kind of rolling over. See if there's any redistribution in anticipation of. Needs reject right here. Yep. There's a little bit of rejection. We want to see it deeper at the top of the hour. I thought he was a permeable. No. I have that short face right now, you know, the rusting bitch face where you're shorting and you're just like, why did y'all come up and do that to me, huh? I say something funny, then y'all just, alright, I got you. Oh, man. It's true. You do kind of like look at the thing all mean if you're short. You're like, oh. Nah, I don't know why people do that. I want to see that bodied. I don't know if I get what I want. Let's see if I get what I want. Slow probability, right? Because there's no way that's rolling over, right? Just gonna take a little time. But yeah, we just had we had a couple of car companies overseas just report, and they weren't all that great. They all blame China, not themselves. They're the ones with the R&D labs and all the other stuff. I don't know, man. I still remember in what was it? I think it was Bush's last year, so it had to have been before Obama came in office. But all the car execs flew private jets into DC wanting tax benefits and all that stuff. They were asking for money on private jets or company jets. They were all like, "What? You don't do that." They literally, before they went down there, shut down a whole restaurant, and all the bigwigs from the in corporate auto guys all went and had dinner and talked about that. And that was before the EV. I don't think everybody needs an EV. I see the point in it, but I just don't see why you would have everybody have EV. I can see a lot of government issues having EVs now. And at one point, it wasn't Tesla, it was another EV that they were trying to use. It was so costly to maintain them because it was such a new product. They couldn't really, uh, they couldn't really keep it. Don't take these beautiful things that I got. We don't short bottoms. We can make them. We don't short them. Oh man. More coffee, please. All right, there we go. So Rumble says something about I need 10 more hours to stream on theirs before they say I'm a creator. Even though I've already streamed like well over 150 hours. But it wasn't via them, so I don't know. That's why I stream on so many different platforms anyway. This is a new downturn, I would say. It's close, but I would love to see it go refill this. Not right this second. It can literally wick up there and I'd be happy. And come down. Then I'd be like, real bear. Grizzly bear. Grrr. No. I do know, like, I don't know, man. Bears are out right now, like real bears, like black bears, and I don't know about the grizzlies. They are out and about. You ever see that thing? I don't want to pet that dog. And it was a bear, and the mom's like, "No, you will not pet that dog. That is not a dog." Don't. That could have been a bottom. I'm not convinced, but that could have been a bottom. See how we retested it. We also went in it a little bit and then rejected off of it. But we are rejecting off here. I'm not convinced. Could break that trend line too, didn't it? It's a new trend line. No, it's not. Same trend line. And we're not trend line traders, but I'm not. I know how to, but I'm not. Like, you actually move that down. And move that down. Don't see, it's underneath your VWAP bubble, isn't it? I don't do VWAP. I don't know how to use it. Oh man. Put it on pause for a second. Time now is 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good morning to everybody else, and good afternoon to some people in different parts of the world as well. Alright. That's that. New time. New. Are we at in that 4 hour? You always gotta say that 4 hour too. See how we rolled over for a little bit? I mean, really, to get me intrigued, it would have to break that. So, still want to see this. NASDAQ will be busy. You gotta be nimble. A little bit of cover in here. Might want to do that too. Cover a little bit. Just in case they try to run it about 15, 14 points. And I want to cover a little bit in a demo account as well. See how that works out. You don't really want to be, I don't want to be in the GDP. I want to play the reaction off the GDP. If that makes sense. Even though I prefer it to body, it might not body. Prefer to see a rejection up here. But we might not see it. So I just covered. I prefer to see that body, and it might body later. It doesn't have to body right now, so we're out. We are out. Still rolled over though, didn't we? What is 50% of that 1 hour candle? What's 50% of that? There's something in there it's chasing it. What's it chasing? Oh, that was the 50%. So I covered at the 50%. That's nice. No, the 61%. So I covered at the 61%. Really? That's interesting. Didn't really halfway do the body. Did halfway from the candle though, didn't it? Interesting. Like I said, that's not what you might think that is. Head and shoulders pattern. That's not what that is. This did look like a nice little bottom though. It's a bottom until you start to see it wick in it, and it starts to invalidate it just a little bit. And then what you do is wait for the back test up here, and that goes the same thing for a if it's up here, it starts to invalidate a little bit, chip away at it. And it might be GDP that chips away at it. I don't know. Could be earnings. Got the big names. I mean, it's more than 40. I know it's more than 40. It's more than 40% of Nasdaq, which is Nasdaq is 20% of the ES. So yeah, that would cause a chain reaction. That's one of the things that happened in February too. All started with Googler. Dang, kind of making me want to go long now, but I'm not. Oh, I don't want to overtrade. Oh, man. Let's see. Because you're still in this anyway. Right here. And this is the reason why. Because the start of that move was right here. You can go down again. But that's the recovery. The recovery is actually over this. Some people say, no, man, the recovery's over this. No, it's not. Because the recovery was over this, it would have been invalidated by that. You're looking at a bigger time frame or a higher time frame for validation, not a smaller time frame, which is just a wick. And you come in with that 5 minute, you come out, and you test it twice. So when it becomes invalid, it's right about there. We got out right about here. You even heard the little thing in the demo now. But yeah. So currently I am streaming on like 5 different channels for the past what? Another, yeah. Doing something in the background right now. Okay. So look back above. Don't see it. Yeah, I'm not seeing another trade except for that one short that we did. Some people got out. That's pretty fast though. Some people were posting that they got out already. I'm like, oh, okay. I like to give it a little bit more time, to be honest with you. Because what if it rejects right here? It acted like it wanted to, right? It acts like it wants to go. Just to seek and destroy for right this second. Anytime it makes like a 20 or 100 point move, it's going to consolidate. It's going to do this crap. And you don't have to be in that. Just think it out loud. And then you'll see something like that. Right there. Right here. Which is bullish, but that's not bullish, if that makes sense. I do like my Asia Open, so I will be streaming the Asia Open, especially with earnings and stuff. We'll go over that. We do have a plethora of stuff. Do not plan on trading GDP. All the other stuff today, or FMOC, I might trade. I might actually stream that, because you can go look at their Fed's YouTube channel. and they'll be on the Fed's YouTube channel. So I might stream that later today. If I'm still in town. I don't know if I'm gonna go out of town or not. I can trade by phone, but I can't. I can trade by phone, but I can't stream by phone. That makes sense. But yeah, the best way, cheapest way to support the stream is just to follow the channel. We can do some more stuff like this where we went right there. We didn't go here, okay, and we didn't short here. It was right here. Where do we cover right here? Right in here. It's 20 handles. And some people a little bit more bold, right? We got out there. You going back down, bro. We've been right here, actually. 499, 500 rejection. You see that? Comes back up and says, hey, want to short again? Sure. So we need this rejection to go up a little bit, don't we? Why is it doing that? Let's see. Now my live stream is only showing half the camera. There we go. Alright. Time for some Waffle House, guys. I need Waffle House. I'm hungry. Wake up wanting a hot Waffle House. I don't know where you live, any part of the world, but you need to get a Waffle House. There are people on other continents to talk about it. Isn't that where y'all fight at? Yeah, it's only 3 o'clock in the morning. We're past 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got to be a weekend. I've never seen a fight break out at the Waffle House. I'm in the South. We got one like literally everywhere. Oh man, that's mine. I think it's going to retest that again, and then go into supply and come back down. Oh, so we made a discount, didn't we? It's not the discount you want, though, is it? Maybe I shouldn't have drew that gray line and y'all wouldn't have started covering right there. Since you're way down here. Nah, I had nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with that. Again, this is not a head and shoulders pattern. I know it looks like one, but it has to break that, right? And this right here is slowly going up, right? So it's not that shorts are running out of time, but they have to recalculate what they're going to do, right? Bears too. I mean, bulls too. Got to cherry pick it, man. Got to cherry pick it, bro. Anyway, y'all have a lovely morning. I'm not trading GDP. I will wait until after. May trade the reaction. May even stream it if I'm still up after my Waffle House. But honestly, 10:15, 10:30, and after the purple tie guy, and I might stream that later too. Might stream the purple tie guy. Let me go get me some hash browns smothered covered. That means it got chili on it and all that other good stuff on the hash browns. I mean, it's real good. I ain't gonna lie. I just got a taste for that right now. I made my Waffle House money, so it is what it is, right? That'd be cool if these prop firms will give you, a little credit card. You could just take out money anytime you feel like it. All right, guys. For the rest of your morning, I am out. And I appreciate you. Please support the stream by following, liking, subscribing,